Hello everyone, welcome back to Plot One. Thanks for joining me. Right, I've got some exciting news, and that is I'm ready to do the middle area of the plot, and that is where I'm going to place my wildlife pond. So this is preparing the ground for a wildlife pond in the middle of the plot. So that's the sycamore tree, self-seeded. I'm leaving that in. I've pollarded it at the top there just to see if I can get some new shoots to come out this year. But the buddleia, which is there, and the self-seeded ash tree I'm going to remove, and that's the area where I'm going to create my wildlife pond. That's my hugelkultur bed, asparagus bed. That's the onion bed from last year. I'm just digging this section here now. So I've just dug this area here, which is 6 square meters by the self-seeded sycamore tree. So today I've been clearing this section around the buddleia tree that I'm going to have to take up. I'm going to build a pond here in this section, a wildlife pond, to attract more wildlife to the plot. And this buddleia is coming out. So today I've been collecting up the big pile of pebbles that I threw up here from further down the plot last year. Right, so I'm using a mattock and a hand axe to help me get through the roots of this buddleia. I've chopped through the main roots of this tree, this buddleia, and it's fairly loose. I can just see one root holding it in down there. So I'll try and set the phone up and do the last bit. That was the one. Yeah. Sorry about that, buddleia, but it's just too big. Might not look very big, but it basically takes over the whole of the center of the plot. I thought I'd show you this, quite interesting. So there's the base of that ash tree. I mean, that ash tree can't be any more than about 5 years old. But look, there's the root coming off, or one of the roots, all the way down here, all the way down there, all the way down there, and the finish is there. That's the end of that one root. And there should be at least one more, I think, going the other way somewhere. Right, so I think I've got the main roots from this self-seeded ash tree. That one goes off down there in that direction, about 2 meters. Then you've got a couple of little small ones going down there, and then this longer one coming over here. There's a big taproot going down there underneath, as I thought there might be. And I've just had to try and hack through that with my little small axe. I've got one more taproot there going straight down. That's probably the main one, just holding it back. I've now got to try and chop into that and release that from there, and then we can lift that out. There we go. And there was still one little tiny taproot underneath there, but I've got that disconnected now. There's the space that the ash tree's just come out of. Now there are some roots left in the ground, which I will dig out when I start digging the pond. But that was quite a spread for that tiny little ash tree. I've dug up to half the plot there, removed all the contaminants. I've removed the trees that were in the middle, and I've made a space ready to plan out my wildlife pond. Right, so I'm standing here in front of the compost bay, looking down the plot. Next project is to dig out the back end of the plot. I'll walk you over here. This is the pathway leading away from the plot one, and you see down there the pathway comes along here. Well, yesterday I dug out this bit here and dug quite a lot of bramble roots out. So now I'm ready to basically continue digging the plot. That's all this area here, all up there and all down here. There's a mound there and then it comes down. So this is the whole area I've got to try and dig now. There's at least 20 or 30 more bramble roots in there to get out as well. I believe that's a lesser spotted woodpecker. Down in my allotment plot, feeding off a bird feeder. The other birds don't seem to be bothered. You've got a great tit there feeding off the sunflower hearts, and the woodpeckers getting at the peanuts. Not sure if you can see that there, but that's a big massive lump of rubble and junk and stuff like that under there. So I've dug 3 meters by 5 meters long, maybe 6 meters, up to underneath the ash tree there. And there was a big mound of cement, bricks, rubble, etc. there, which I've cleared from underneath the ash tree and leveled that out. I've shallow dug it because the roots of the ash tree come down here. So this is the pile of rubble that was under that mound, and I've used it to basically line the lower level of the pathway that goes up between mine and my neighbour's plot there. And then I'm going to dig along here and then level out on top of the concrete and cement bits there to make a level pathway coming up to this end of the plot. Now I've got to do this middle section, and the job is at the moment to just dig that over, take out any rubbish, foreign objects, plastic, glass, metal, carpet, anything that's under there, and also the bramble roots. There's some bramble roots there, about a dozen. I'm going to start from that end. This is 3 meters wide by 5 meters up to where I'm standing here now. That's 15 square meters. I've got to dig all the rubbish and roots out. This has not been dug for at least 8-9 years, maybe longer. All those bramble roots have come out of the ground that I've just dug. This is the back end of the allotment plot. You can see there, the bottom of the bank with the dry stone wall. So that's 26 meters long by 8 meters wide, this plot, not including the bank. That's 208 square meters that I've dug, and it's taken me 2 winters to do it. So I met a gentleman today who lives in the house behind the compost bay area, behind the large buddleia tree in the corner there, and he said he's seen 2 people in the last 8 years trying to dig this plot and they gave up. I'm so pleased I didn't give up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.